Happy Vlogmas Day 20. We're in our 20s. Oh my gosh. It's been 5 years since I was a fresh 20-year-old. So it's definitely feeling like, oh, remember when I was 20? But really, it's 20th day of Vlogmas. I'm so excited. Last night I was successful in wrapping some of the gifts that I got last night, and I filled Garrett's stocking, all the things, and of course the gift that I got me, because whenever you're Christmas shopping, it is so hard not to get something for yourself. These little clear mugs that I got, I'm like, oh, how nice. And I did make a perfect cappuccino this morning. I will say my shot was perfect. The milk frothing, I finally got it up to temperature. I did not know you were supposed to like hold on to the little milk jug until it was too hot to hold on to. I was like, makes sense, like you have to heat up the milk, but I was so worried about scalding it. So we have our little cappuccino. So good. Maybe it's a latte, I don't know. I try not to add that much milk to it, but I need to get something with like ounces on it so that I actually know how much milk I'm putting in it, but that is neither here nor there. This morning I'm trying to get with the same program as yesterday. I've made my coffee and I went ahead and I put on a cute little workout outfit. Here it is. So on Wednesdays I usually do go to yoga class, but with like the hustle and bustle of everything, I'm like, I might have to skip my yoga class, and I skipped it on Monday, and I don't like to skip like multiple workouts in a row, but I'm trying to rationalize. I'm like, is this workout class really going to help me? Like, of course I love moving my body, but is it actually going to help me mentally, or do I feel like another thing has been added on my list? I like to do too much. I like to add everything. I like to make sure I'm taking care of everything, but I'm like, is this actually going to hurt than help? So I haven't decided yet, because I still have a couple errands. We are 5 days away from Christmas, and I'm like, okay, I need to at least be moving my body in some way, even if it's not my hot yoga. Wednesdays are usually bar class. So I put on my little matching workout leggings and top, because I'm gonna pull out the little stepper again, or walking pad. I'm pulling out the walking pad. We're gonna get 30 minutes again. We did 30 minutes yesterday. It wasn't as hard as I thought it was going to be. So we're going to keep on that grind. I'm going to pull it out. We're going to do a little walking. I have my little coffee mug. We're feeling very aesthetic. We're feeling very, you know, on par with our goals. And hopefully just like holding on to some sort of routine will help me with the craziness that is to come in the next 5 days. So cheers to you, cheers to me. We are going to get walking. So as I'm walking, I was just thinking, since my mother and father-in-law are coming on Friday, I was trying to think of things that we could do, and Powell Gardens is really close by to where I live. So I was like, okay, let's see if they have any tickets available. And I looked it up for the Festival of Lights. We could go Friday at 7. So I just booked us some tickets, and now I'm like really excited to go see the Christmas lights. It has been about 25 minutes, so I'm gonna finish up my last 5 minutes. I feel so good. I'm like, heck yeah, like it's not as bad as I was building it up in my brain. It's like, we can do this. We're back on track. Now that I've stopped the treadmill, I can kind of show you what Powell Gardens is. It's a botanical garden that is very, very close by to my house. And every year they have different events. I have gone to their butterfly garden. I've gone to, you know, their Halloween activities, but I've not done the Festival of Lights, and it's something that I've been wanting to do so bad. Last year in Chicago, we went to something very, very similar. And I was like, why have I not gone to the one close by to me? So we got tickets. Tickets were honestly pretty affordable. It was $18 per person. So I'm like, you know what? A curated light exhibit is so much better than trying to drive around and find Christmas lights, because I feel like sometimes it's hit or miss and you do a lot of aimless driving, which can be fun with the right people. But I'm like, I want to walk around, I want to be outside, I want to have a hot chocolate, or you know, like a little snack, all of the things. So I'm super excited for Friday now. When I was at Salvation Army, I did pick up one of the angels from the tree, and I finished wrapping her presents last night, so I need to drop those off today. And I also got a text from our board administrator saying that she has some paperwork for me to sign, which is perfect because they're in the same location. So I am gonna quickly just throw on a sweatshirt and throw on a hat, since I did a hair treatment mask last night and my hair is kind of looking a little wonky, but I need to run to town to make sure that I get my present dropped off and sign this documentation, because I don't think I'm gonna have time if I wait later in the day. So I'm gonna throw on a hat. I tend to get like sweaty walking on the treadmill. It's like a really light walk, so I don't feel the need to shower before I go, and I'm also running close to time, so let's put a hat on. We absolutely are looking like a 12-year-old boy, but this is the best we can do. Okay, I'm not gonna try to shower before I go because I don't want to be late, and I'm just gonna finish up my coffee and head over. Okay, I got the presents dropped off, I got everything signed, and now I'm gonna walk over to Myers Market, which is one of our like small town little boutique slash, like they have food and stuff, and we're gonna see if we can get anything for stockings there. I have no idea what I would use this for, but this Merry Christmas reindeer sign is so cute. Rooster and Rowdy would literally tear these up in like 5 minutes, but these little balls and Santa toys are so cute. Like, the marketing on this is, oh, so cute. I ate Santa's cookies. The marketing on this is top notch. Like, those are so cute. It's just a ball, but like the fact that it comes in a cute little package, Mary Ann Bite, that is what, like, I would love to put this in. I might. These hand towels are so cute. I think I'm gonna grab this He Sees You When You're Drinking, if I can get it off. But I also like, it's beginning to look a lot like Cocktails and Elfed Up, or even the Snowman Raise Your Holiday Spirits. So cute. Okay, these stars are festive, but they are also coasters, so you can lay them down and put like your little drink on them. This is so cute. Think Christmas or the 4th of July. And if you were giving like some sort of meat and cheese, like these Santa and Snowman little spreaders would be so cute. Okay, I love going in Myers Market. It's always so cute, but I forgot a little store down the street open. It's called the Magnolia Mercantile, so we're gonna go in. It's more of like a Western kind of store, and hopefully I can find some stocking stuffers for my father-in-law. Okay, as soon as I walked in, they have these little orange slice ornaments, and I kind of want to make some. We do have some oranges left over from our mocktails and some cranberries. We could honestly make some homemade strands. I think that would be so fun. Maybe we'll try that tomorrow. We need some new magnets for the fridge, and I think maybe a couple of these will go into Garrett's stocking. I know I said that I was done with him, but there is just too many good ones. Valentine Studios makes these little glass ornaments. I think I'm gonna pick this one up for Amy, but I also like the wreath. I cannot decide. I'm like, which would be cuter on the tree? I love these type of stores that have all like the cute little decorative items. These houses are so cute. I've been looking for a house for our underneath our table, and these almost would work. I think I want white or black, but I also really like this rustic look. I think they're so cute. Okay, When Some Wishes has the cutest little earrings. I think these will be perfect to fit in Amy's stocking. Now I have to decide between all of her so cute handmade earrings on which one will be perfect. I love these presents, but the reindeers are so cute too. I saw that she has more down here, and the little ornaments are so cute, and so are the snowman and the trees. I messed those up. That was my fault. But I am having such a hard time deciding. Okay, I've decided on these two. I think I'm gonna get one for myself and one for Amy, but I can't decide who's getting which because they are so cute. Okay, so the Magnolia Mercantile was so cute. The ladies in there were so sweet. And for the jewelry that I got, the maker of the jewelry was actually there. So I got to meet her and we were talking, and she was like putting all of her new like items that she just created up. I was like, this is what I love about small town shopping. or even going to the like little shops, even if it's not in your hometown, like even going to the city and finding like those downtown businesses. They're so cute, and I had a whole conversation with them. I know that those sales meant way more than any like big box store or an Amazon purchase. I know that it was handcrafted with love, and I love hometown shopping. That's it. Like, I love talking to the owners of the businesses, and just like that human connection is so good. So we should be good with stocking stuffers. I feel like we have found everything that we could possibly stuff the stockings with. And I'm feeling really just like productive. I'm like, okay, I got my presents dropped off. I signed some documents at Warrensburg Main Street, and I went to the Mercantile, and I went to Myers Market, and I'm like, all right, like, time to go home. So I just made it home, and I am pulling out things for supper. I think we're gonna have carrot soup and chicken, which is honestly one of our very favorite meals. And as I was like pulling it out, I was thinking to myself, you know what? I have not made bread in so long. So I am gonna get all of my ingredients ready, and we are gonna allow it to rise. You always have to be like thinking ahead when you want bread, because it does take like 2 hours or so to set, and then it's 30 minutes to bake. So it's not instantaneous, and you gotta make sure that you're like, okay, like I'm gonna set it out, it's gonna be rising, and I'm always like, okay, gotta make sure we do it. So I have filled my little measuring cup with water. I have 1.5 cups of warm water. And then I always like to put more yeast in it than it calls for, but I'm just taking this active dry yeast, and I put about a tablespoon into my warm water, and then I let it bloom. Just kind of let it sit there. And then I'm gonna take 3 cups of my flour. And once after a while, like this starts to kind of melt into the water, the yeast, then I will slowly add the water into my flour mixture, and I just leave it in the bowl to rise. I like things simple, I like it easy, and I don't necessarily like washing a bunch of dishes. So I'm gonna mix it and leave it, and we'll come back to it in about 2 hours. From a very young age, I've always loved homemade bread. So as soon as I could bake, I started making my own homemade bread at the house. My favorite is when I mix like a white and wheat flour together. Today we just have white flour, but it'll still taste good. I just slowly start incorporating the yeast water, mix it up a bit, and then I'm literally gonna put a towel over it and let it rest for 2 hours. Now that our chicken is thawing and our bread is rising, we are gonna go ahead, I'm gonna put my contacts in, I'm gonna hop in the shower, you know, wash my hair out of this hair mask, and finish out my afternoon at work. I just got finished up with work, and we are preheating the oven to 350. Our bread did double in size, so we are gonna put it in a grease pan and get that started. My chicken is defrosted all the way since it's been sitting in some cold water this afternoon. I'm gonna put it in my Instapot first, get that started, and that should take around 20 minutes. So at the same time the bread is gonna get done, the chicken's also gonna get done, and then we'll throw the carrots in, blend them up to make our soup, etc. And then we'll have supper. This dough does not have to be kneaded, but I do press it out in the bowl and roll it within itself. The bread is in, and I will see you in 25 to 30 minutes. I have pulled the chicken out, and my carrots and jalapenos just got done. This is what it looks like. Oh my gosh, it's foggy. So I put 2 jalapenos and a bunch of carrots in the chicken broth, the same water that the chicken boiled in. I then just let it soak into the carrots. And then for extra bone broth, I am taking this homemade chicken bone broth that I made, and I'm gonna put about half of it in there. And then blend it up, emulsify it into a carrot soup. I love this emulsion blender that I got from Christmas last year because I can blend it while it's like piping hot and it's not gonna ruin the metal. So I've just blended up the carrots and I'm now gonna put half of the bone broth in there. This was my first time making bone broth and I wasn't sure if I was gonna do it right or not, but it has softly set, and that's what you want when you're boiling bones for such a long period of time. You want the bone marrow and the actual like good stuff to come out of the bones. So now I'm just gonna add this for extra nutrients into my carrot soup. Okay, that was a little more than half, but that's okay. And now I am just going to blend this up in it as well. And it will start to liquefy. Once the gelatin reaches the same temperature as the hot carrot soup, it will liquefy and make it more of a broth. So I have turmeric, ginger, chili powder, paprika, and cayenne. I'm just gonna go and get a spoon to spoon it in. They say you're not supposed to like sprinkle your spices in, but I honestly love to do it. It makes me so sad. So we're putting some chili powder in, some cayenne pepper, paprika, ginger, and my favorite, turmeric. Usually we equally add our own pepper to the bowl, but if you weren't going to have like pepper on the table, or you're gonna grab it and go or whatever, I always put pepper on there because it does help extract the nutrients and like turmeric so that it's more digestible or something. So pepper is always added to the carrot soup as well. And I'm just gonna blend this up. I always eat carrot soup like this. I put a little bit of shredded chicken at the bottom, and then I take a spoonful of my carrot soup and I'm putting it directly on top, and then I just fill up my bowl until it is to the desired amount. But I'm always layering the carrot soup on top of the chicken. I'm not doing carrot soup and then the chicken because I want more protein. Okay, I think our bread is ready to be pulled out. Our bread is done. I'm just gonna pop it out onto this wooden cutting board so that we can put it into slices. And there, that's how easy it is. It literally just pops out. She literally looks beautiful. I love to slice it while it's still hot because I like a really, really warm piece of bread. So I have my slice of bread here. The heel or the end piece is the best piece when you make homemade bread. I have my Kerrygold butter on it, and what I'm gonna do, because it's unsalted butter, I'm gonna crack just a few little bits of Himalayan pink salt, I'm so sorry, onto the bread. This is my favorite way to eat homemade bread. A little bit of Kerrygold, a little bit of Himalayan sea salt, and it's the perfect snack. My carrot soup has a lot of jalapeno and spices in it, so the bread and butter really help balance it out so that my mouth is not on literal fire. But the bread by itself is also so good. So I know tomorrow morning I will be having this with peach jam or apple butter that I canned over the summer. It is literally perfect. Get the fireplace turned on, get the Christmas tree turned on. This is my favorite part of my evening routine, to turn on the tree and the fireplace, and soon a Christmas movie. I think we are going to watch Love Actually because I've not seen it in so long and I love Emma Thompson. So I am just gonna eat my carrot soup and homemade bread and just relax for the rest of the evening. Thank you so much for watching Vlogmas Day 20. I cannot believe that there's only 5 days until Christmas. If you enjoyed this vlog, make sure that you catch up on all of the other Vlogmas days, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye!